here is the review of Mech Ideas, Apex, and Genesis. Their take on what I like to call IDW Topspin and Twin Twist. So, oh, and Mech Ideas is another third-party company. And as you can already tell, well, you can clearly tell here, mine is all repro labeled up. Because when these two first came out, they didn't have like these Autobot symbol stickers or that red stripe on Topspin here. Because obviously these are both made by third party, and it's Mech Ideas. They're not made by official companies like Hasbro and Takara. But anyway, so as you can see, Topspin is like a Cybertronian jet thing, and Twin Twist is a Cybertronian driller, if you can call it. And also, on Topspin here, as you can see, it says here, wreck and roll. And Twin Twist also has this on him, but that's meant for robot mode. And I'll show you where it's located on him when we get to robot mode. And he has some like metallic gray on here, on the sides here, and also some on the back here to help break up a lot of this blue and some of this white. And also, as you just already saw here, him and Twin Twist both have this rub symbol, but these here do not work. I have like rubbed them to see if it worked, but it didn't. So that's about it for Topspin. Now for Twin Twist here. And he has some like treads here on the front here, and also some on the back on both sides. And that's, oh, and he also has some metallic gray on him to break up a lot of this white and blue. And that's about it. Now, for features, but both of these have two guns here that can store on top and can be removed if you want to, and these go into these pegs, which are the handles, into these holes here. And also, on the bottom here, they both have this thing here. And you can remove this and also these. And to remove them, you want to take these and untap them. And these tap into those tabs and either one of these tiny square holes here. And you can also remove this piece here. And this goes into those holes here in either one of these two pegs here. Oh, and also this hole is where that little white piece goes into. And what you can do with these here is that you can attach these, well, you can attach this onto these two holes and the same two pegs on top of here. And you can attach these onto the same pegs. You can either have them like this, or you can have them like this to give him some guns. And also, what you can do with these, this one and this one, is you can attach these together to make a handle. And to do that, this peg, well, this peg on this one or this peg on this one goes into this hole here. And then you attach the other one into this hole and this peg. And now you have a hammer, and you can still attach it onto here to give him 3 guns on both of them. And another thing that this and Twin Twist can do is from either vehicle or robot mode, these things here for Topspin can rotate. I don't know why on Twin Twist, but I know why on Topspin, and that is you can rotate these so that you can like pretend like these drills are spinning. And that's about it for their vehicle modes. So now to transform these. Now I'm only going to do one of these at a time because both of these have the same transformations. Well, this one has one extra step. But for now I'm gonna transform one of these. I'm gonna do Twin Twist here. So first off, well, first I need to remove all of his accessories. Oh, and Twin Twist does come with one more accessory, but that's meant for robot mode. So to transform him, you do want to take both of these and untap them and shift them down. But the way you have to untap them is you have to take both of these. Well, you do need to be very careful of how you're untapping these, because both of these have those hook tabs. So the way you untap these is you have to take these and tilt them up slightly. And that will untap the sides. And now you can bring them out. And you can see that hook tab right there. So you just take these and tilt them up slightly. And that will untap them. Then you want to take these, flip these up. These are going to form his feet. Then take the back treads, untap them, and bring them down. And then you want to take these, separate them, and they also tab into these two blue pegs into these holes here. And bring them out. Then you want to take the front here, bring it up, and bring it around. So that way it'll tap in. And for the cockpit here, you want to take this piece here and untap it and flip it up, and this taps into that hole and that peg right there. Then you just take the cockpit here, flip it around, which will reveal his head, straighten his head down, and now this hole is going to go into that same tab in vehicle mode. Then you just straighten his legs down, and for these things you want to rotate them around so that they're like this. My one problem with the transformation on him and Topspin is I wish these would tap in somewhere, because as you can already see, these just hang loose when you're messing around with him. And for the elbows, you want to untap them from this tab and that hole right there. And you also want to untap these and flip them up, and these tabs go into these holes here on the top with the circle cut in, and that will allow you to rotate his hands around, and then you can bring them down and tap them back in. And then you do the same on the other side. And you're done. So now I'm going to transform this guy off camera real quick. But I am going to show you the one extra step for this figure. Alright, I got him in robot mode. So the only one extra step that you got to do with Topspin here is to take his wings here and fold them out. And that's it. And there you have Topspin and Twin Twist in their robot modes. And they look really cool looking, but I do have some issues with them. Just a little bit of issues with them. But as you can see, they look really cool. But of course, mine is all repro labeled up on both of these. And the way Twin Twist has his Wreck and Roll logo, it's right there on his chest here. And one problem that I have with Topspin's stickers is some of his stickers, like this one right here, as you can see, some of his stickers, well, just a couple of them. And that's this, and also this little piece here doesn't really stay on really well. I might have to like put a little dab of super glue on a couple of these stickers so that they can stay on. And a couple issues about these two figures is that both of their arms are a little too long. But there is a way to make these better, and that is you just take them and position them so that they're like this. So that way they have proper arms. So that they can look like this. And another problem that I have with mine on both of these is that Topspin's legs are a little bit loose. this one's holding up fine, but this one here, as you can see, is a little bit loose. And Topspin's here, if I hold him down and shake him, his legs just drop down. Even back. They could have been a little bit more tighter, but that's just a problem that I have with mine. And speaking of articulations, let's get into that. So they both have ball joints at the heads, and they can look up that far and not really down. Their arms can rotate all the way around, move in and out, and they also have an armpit joint here. Bicep swivel, and they do have double jointed elbows, like you just saw. Their hands can swivel. Waist swivel, and of course their legs can move forward and back, but they can also move in and out. Thigh swivel, knee, and their feet, not only they can move up and down, but they can also pivot to give them a wide stance. And that's it. And they both can hold their weapons in their hands on both of them. And also their hammers. And they can also hold it in two hands, because as you saw in the articulation, they both have the armpit joints, which will allow you to make you hold these two hammers in two hands. Now, the Twin Twist does come with another accessory, and that is an alternate head. The one that's on him is the standard head, but he also comes with a battle damage head. And this is so that you can recreate where he got his face torn apart from the IDW comics called Last Stand of the Wreckers. And as you can see, parts of his lower jaw is torn off, and you could also see some wires in his eye, like his eye is also ripped out. And swapping the heads is very easy. All you do is just pop his head off the ball joint and then place in the new one. And for a size comparison, here they are with their G1 figures. Here. And also, here they are with, I will have to scooch the camera back so I can get some of the other wreckers. So here they are with some of their wreckers here. So here they are so far. And now I gotta situate these back the way they were. So, final thoughts. The vehicle commodes do look great, but the only problems that I have with both of these is I wish the rub symbols here in vehicle commode would show the Autobot symbols. And a couple of his stickers on mine is like starting to peel off, but I'll fix that with a tiny dab of super glue. And both their robot modes do look great, but their arms are a little too long. But like you already saw, there is a way to make them a little shorter. And the legs, his legs are, well, one of his legs works fine, but his other leg is a little bit loose. But his legs, every time you shake, every time I shake him, his legs just drop down. But that's just on my figure. And I'll try to fix his legs with a little dab of super glue. But everything else looks great. So I think that's about it. So there you have it. Mech Ideas Apex and Genesis, their take on what I like to call the IDW Topspin and Twin Twist. And if you like this video, give me a like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.